In this video, we're going to start with understanding what a network actually is and some of the network types you'll see. What is a network? A computer network is a group of related computers that exchange resources, files, and possesses some kind of communication within themselves. The communication word in this reference means data, since these activities are going in between the computers. They are called as computer networks. At your work or home, you have a bunch of devices, computers, printer, TVs, and so on. You connect this by means of a network. When the devices are connected, they're able to share data. This couple be sending a print job to a printer, sending an email, or streaming video. This can also be used for sharing. An internet connection, mostly network users are unaware of the network they're using as long as they can browse the internet. Do their job, browse YouTube. They're usually fine for all of these devices. To communicate, they need to be connected together somehow. One way plug cable into the devices and connect them to another device called a switch. An example is in a school computer lab. In this case, a computer in the lab connects to a wall socket with a cable. Another cable runs through the wall, which comes out at a patch panel. This may be in a cabinet on the wall, somewhere in the room, or in the another room. Entirely the port on the patch panel, then connect to the switch. You might have a switch at home. To most homes don't have wall socket, so devices are connected directly to the switch. Well, more about how switches work. We can also connect device wirelessly. A common way to do this is to use a wireless access point. A wireless network like this is also called Wi-Fi. An example of this is if you have a tablet or cell phone, it is impractical to cable it in, so wireless is a good option. The access point is like a switch without cable. More than one device can connect to the access point over time, but without the messy cabling. The access point can also be connected to the switch with a cable. This way, wired and wireless device can all be part of the same network. Having both wired switches and wireless access point gives you more connections option. Imagine you have a laptop in an office. You may connect it to the network with a cable when you're at your desk. When you have a meeting in the conference room, you remove the cable and connect to Wi-Fi, whether wired or wireless. The goal of the network is to move information from one device to another. For this to work, the sender and the receiver must understand each other. They need to speak the same language. In the work speaking, the same language means that devices agree on how data is sent, received, organized, and handled. Basically, they agree on a process that they all follow. It's a bit like filing out paperwork. This is called a protocol. A lot of different protocols are used depending on what needed at the time. Network software and hardware are designed with these protocols in mind. You will hear of protocols like Ethernet and TCP, which are used for sending and receiving data. You may also hear of protocols like HTTP, which is used for accessing the web, and SMTP, which is used for email. Usually, several protocols are used together to achieve a task. In summary, networks are used to connect devices together. Devices use the network to communicate and to share information. To share information, devices need to speak the same language. This language is called a protocol, which is a set of instructions of how to handle the information.